Hi everyone, and welcome to my review of the Maze Runner 2, The Scorch Trials. I've been very excited to see this film. Haven't had the chance to become a fan of this series when I saw The Maze Runner a year ago. Never really heard about this book series before seeing The Maze Runner a year ago. But I really enjoyed that film. I thought it was a really great young adult, action-packed adventure that didn't really focus on a love story, at least yet. That's what I appreciate the most about that movie. I did love the action, I love the characters, I love the cast. Some I did recognize, some I did not. So I was excited to see this sequel. And I don't know how many books are after the Scorch Trials, but would I mind seeing more after seeing this movie? Well, this film takes place moments after the last movie. They have survived the maze, and now they have to survive the aftermath of what has happened to this world. And we get to see all the characters that survived what happened in the last film. There are some new characters that are people that are in control of these people, these kids, these young adults who have the power to hopefully, maybe, possibly save the world. We'll have to find out. So how did I feel about this movie? Since I was a huge fan of The Maze Runner, very excited to see this film, and I felt like from the moment it started, I really got back into what I enjoyed about the original film. And I'm glad that the film did not feel like a carbon copy of the last film. Some may disagree. I didn't feel that way. I felt like we were on a new adventure as these guys were running and walking and getting from where they were stuck at to get out into the world and hopefully survive, meet new characters. Lots of actors in this movie. Of course, we have the normal cast from the original film, but there are a lot of supporting actors in the movie that I knew beforehand, like Aidan Gullen from Game of Thrones, The Wire, and The Dark Knight Rises. Really great actor. Everybody loves him as Littlefinger, I believe. Littlefinger from Game of Thrones. Great actor. And he did a really great job in this movie. There are some other actors in the movie that I knew that were going to be there, like Giancarlo Esposito. I got him on my shirt from, Gus from Breaking Bad. So it was great to see him. And what I liked about the fact that we got to know new characters, yeah, there's a lot of people in this film. A lot of people that we known before, from the previous movie, and then we get to know a lot of other people. Some more than others, but I felt like every time we got to know a new supporting cast member, we actually had time to get to know them kind of as a character, as a human being, as a person, for us to care about them in the moment that they are around. And I like the way this film just flew. It's very long, but I felt, for me, it never felt slow. It always felt like we were on to another adventure with these guys. They were on to doing something else. So the movie felt it was constantly moving and going and exciting, from set piece to another set piece to set to action to another piece of action. All this stuff was kind of happening throughout the film, and I really appreciated that. It just felt like the movie was constantly flowing and keeping me entertained, keeping me excited at what we were seeing. And one of the things I liked about the original film is that there were some creature feature elements to that film, and there's some new creature feature elements to this film. I liked the special effects. I felt like the sets really tied well with what was CGI. I liked all that. I thought it looked really great. A lot of great action set pieces in this movie, and I cared about the characters throughout the entire film. I'm excited to see where this franchise goes. I'm worried how it's going to end. I don't know if it'll have a great payoff, but I feel like it has some really great build-up, and I like these individuals. I care about them. It's surprisingly, it's so surprising that is a factor, because sometimes with these young adult movies, you know, it's hard to get into the main character sometime, and you're always wondering, all right, when is the boy character going to fall in love with the girl character and whatever. And one thing I like about this film is that they seem like they hint upon that. They seem like it's hovering around, but there's something more important that might be keeping some of these characters apart. I really just appreciate that as a film lover. I do love a good love story, but I sometimes hate with these new young adult stories that we have to shoehorn. Ever since Twilight, we have to shoehorn love. Because love, we have to have it in there, you know. I guess we have the action for the boys, and we have the love for the girls. I don't know. I don't like to see it that way. I like to see a good balance of all that, but at the same time I hate when it feels forced in there. And that's what I appreciate about the Maze Runner series. Yes, it's a straightforward action movie. Maybe it's not so deep with its message or what it has to say. I'm fine with that. I think it's a great action film centered on teens. Sometimes we don't really get to see that. Mainly sometimes when we see a teenager going through troubles, they're just thrust into some sort of weird love story that feels phony and forced. I'm glad they just don't go that route with these movies. I'm glad we're on this adventure. It does feel like something different that we've gotten, or that we have gotten before for modern day young adult stories. I appreciate that. I like the direction by Wes Ball. I believe this is his second film, and he's going on to make the next Maze Runner film. So I'm looking forward to that. I like to see this filmmaker expand his horizons after the fact. I like to see where this guy goes. I don't know where he was found. I don't know where he came from. But I think he is a pretty great director, especially in this material that he's working with. I'd like to see him kind of step out of that and make something different. We'll have to see if it's as good as Maze Runner, or maybe it's a lot worse. Who knows? But I feel like he has a good eye for action, for characters, for story, for plot, and for the overall appeal of this action-adventure series, and action-adventure series in general. I just think he does have has a great eye. And for that, I am going to give The Maze Runner 2, The Scorch Trials, I'm going to give the film a solid 3.5 stars out of 4. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.